Good morning, you guys, it's Karen and I am here to do empties. Okay, so into the empties. This is Shrine Drop It. I showed this on Instagram and somebody actually suggested this to me yesterday, but I'd already tried this. Sounded brilliant. This is the dye and you get a little bowl with a little sort of mixer thing. And the idea is that if you just want a light colour, you put 5 drops in. If you want a good colour, you put 20 to 30 drops in. So I used it with 30 drops of this. You just put your conditioner in here. Sorry, I didn't even explain that, did I? You put your conditioner in there, you put the drops of colour in. Sorry, that's very loud. And you mix it around and put it on just like you would conditioner. Leave it on 10-15 minutes and rinse out. I did that. Zero change in colour on my hair. I took pictures before and after. All that it did was stain my parting. So to me, that was no good. I used the full 30 drops, probably more than that actually, and it did nothing. So I don't think that this is necessarily a fail, but it's probably for lighter hair. It does show on here, like if you've got darker hair, you need to use the 30 drops and you will get an effect, but I just didn't get any effect whatsoever. This is the Herbal Essences Hello Hydration Conditioner. I thought this was going to be a new favourite, but I used too much of this, as I sometimes do, and my hair was horrible. It was so greasy that I had to wash it again. I couldn't blow dry it properly. So this is a no-no for me because I will occasionally use too much of a product and I need that product to not make my hair terrible after doing that. This is the Aloe Soothing Sun Cream SPF 50 by COSRX. I've used probably about half of this tube, but I couldn't decide between this and one other product. I was getting all these sort of lumps on my skin, and since stopping using these two products, my skin's gone back to normal. I don't like this or the other one that I'll tell you about in a moment enough to try and reintroduce them. Like I said, I've used probably half of this and it's nice, but not amazing for me. The other product is the Beauty Bay, what is this called? The Rich Moisturizer Oatmeal and Oat Lipid. It smells very, very dusty and kind of old. I know that I don't like fragrance, but I feel like they could have put like a cucumber, a natural fragrance in there just to take away that dusty smell. Anyway, using this and using this, I didn't know which one of these was causing those bumps, so I stopped. This is the Beauty Bay skincare, by the way, called Thirst Trap, and stopping both of them has taken away all of the lumps, and so I'm not going to restart either of them. This is the Kind Natured Ginseng and Grapefruit Facial Cleansing Oil. Loved the smell of this. It smells like vanilla cupcake, but it stung my eyes. So I used it just to take my facial makeup off and not my eye makeup, and it was lovely, but I won't repurchase it just because I need something that works on my eyes. This, I'm going to show you this with the other one. This is the Hair Boss Anti-Static Mist, and then this is the Overnight Repair Serum. I just wanted to show you that these are both a fail. The only winner from the Hair Boss range for me is the mask, and that's amazing. But these two are a fail. I tried this in all different ways, and it's okay. Like I tried just using this almost as a leave-in conditioner, and it was nice enough. The same with this, and neither of them do anything amazing. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'm not 100% sure, but this one I will use as a kind of overnight treatment and then wash it out of my hair and see how we get on. This is their serum, the Overnight Repair Serum. The idea is you put a few drops of this in the end of your hair and it feels great in the morning. It doesn't work like that for me, so I would probably use half of this. This would probably be 2 treatments for me. An Empty Be Pure Micellar Water. You guys know I love this. I've already bought another couple of bottles of this. The Hada Labo Gentle Hydrating Cleanser. Yeah, I really enjoyed this, but again, it's one that stings your eyes, so it's not one I would repurchase. This is the Way Texturizing Hairspray. Doesn't texturize at all for me. It doesn't do anything at all. I've tried this in lots of different ways and it just doesn't work for me. This I love. This is the No. 7 Radiant Results Nourishing Cleansing Balm. You can see I've used pretty much every little bit of that. Really, really love that. Would definitely buy that again. I can remove all of my makeup with that, including eye makeup. Doesn't sting my eyes. Love it. Oh, this is terrible. This is the Cucumber Micellar Water by Boots. I think this is the one that smells horrible. Oh yeah, it smells like paint. I couldn't continue using that on my face. I just didn't like the feel, and the smell really, the fact that it smelled like paint just really put me off. So that was a fail. Next one is a winner. This is the Hada Labo Repair Night Cream. Definitely one I'd consider repurchasing. You can see I've used that. No real scent to that, but lovely silky cream that really feels, this feels so luxurious. I'm sure I said the same when I first reviewed it. It feels really, really luxurious. Really feels like it's hydrating your skin, but there's no greasy feel at all, but it feels really thick and like silky, and it makes your skin feel that way. Love that. This is that Sigma Magic Scrub, and it's just no good. I've tried it just, you know, it's usually got the soap in it, and I showed you a demonstration of it. But even using it just like that, it doesn't work as well as my silicone oven mitt, so there's no point keeping that for me. This is another Beauty Bay one. This is the Niacinamide and Copper. Yeah, this was nice enough. This is not, it's not a fail, and it's not something I'll repurchase simply because it doesn't tell you how much niacinamide is in here, but it was really nice to use. I did really enjoy that. Oh, another niacinamide. This is the Me Plus, Superdrug Me Plus Niacinamide and Zinc Booster. Have I got any left? No, none left in this one. Again, this was nice, but not amazing. Not something that was like, yeah, I have to repurchase that. This is the Boots Ingredients Bakuchiol. Again, I really enjoyed this. I thought the feel of this was lovely. The serum felt really nice on my skin, but I have tested out Bakuchiol and it didn't do anything amazing for my skin, and I didn't notice anything other than it made my skin feel nice when I used it. I didn't notice anything else from this, so not a repurchase for me. I really do like that little bottle though. I might keep that and see if there's something I can use that for. 2 lip balms, and then everything else is makeup. This is a Kiko lip balm. I don't know if they even still do this one. It's the sort of coconut. There is a tiny bit left in that, but not very much. Coconut, I think that one was. And then this is just their more value range. I think this one, the lip balm, Nourishing Lip Balm. But I love this. That's me used every little bit of that, and I will definitely buy another one once I visit Kiko again. Looks like it's mostly eye products in here. Other than this face powder. This is the Huda Beauty face powder. I'm gutted that I won't be able to use this, but I literally cannot stand the smell. It smells so horrible and so strong that I can't put it on my face. I just can't get past the smell at the moment. So I'm not going to throw that away. I'll give that to somebody, but for me the smell is just terrible. Okay, all of these are Empties. This one is Empties or Fails. Oh, this is the, I think this is Primark. It says PS 3-in-1 Brow. It's another one of those really thick eyebrow pencils that I like at first, but then it gets blunt and there's nothing I can do with it. These two I loved. These are my Urban Decay Brow Blade. One's in Brunette Betty and one's in Cafe Kitty. Cafe Kitty was definitely the best for me. And the felt tip was my least favourite end. I liked just the normal brow pencil, but both of the brow pencils have run out, so I won't use the rest of the other end on its own. So that's them done. I would probably repurchase the Cafe Kitty one of that. This is the Revolution Pro micro brow type pencil, and this one was pretty good. There is still some of this left, but that colour is a bit red for me for everyday use. But I think with this one, the problem is they don't say the colours on it. And so it's really hard to know what colour you're using and what colour to get. What is this one? Oh, this one is the NYX Fill and Fluff. Do you remember I said I loved the brush at the end? And I keep the brush in my makeup bag, but this is the same issue I have with all of these type of eyebrow pencils. There's no way of sharpening it. This is just an empty liner. This is the NYX matte liquid liner that I adore. Still my number one. Absolutely still my number one. This is the Australis Fake It mascara. Do you know, I can't remember what was wrong with this. Oh, there doesn't seem to be much on it. I think it was just, it was okay. You know, I used it and I couldn't get much going on with my lashes, and so that was a fail. This is the Lime Crime lipstick in, I can't actually read that, it's a sort of pinky colour, but not a very nice lipstick. I wouldn't use Lime Crime liquid lipsticks going forward. They just made my lips really dry, and it sort of travelled inwards and just not very nice at all. This is the Kat Von D, what is it called? Lash liner. This was my, oh, it works fantastically on the upper waterline, but I knew that you need to hold your eye open in order for it to dry. And so I just barely use it, and it is actually starting to dry out. And when I do use it, it's sort of, it irritates my eyes. I have to hold my eye up for it to dry. It works if you do that, you know, if you hold your eye like that until it dries on your eye waterline, it does stay, but it stings my eyes a little bit. By the end of the day, my eyes feel irritated, and I don't really want to be pulling my skin like that. So that is a fail. I won't repurchase that. This next one, this is a fail as well, and it's really interesting because I bought this because I can't remember her name, but there's a YouTuber I watch who actually, she's somebody, I love her look. She's got really short, she even got a shaved head sometimes. She's got a lot of tattoos, and I just think she looks amazing. Anyway, she said that her eyeshadow game had changed since using this primer, and I bought it right there and then, and it's the Anastasia eye primer. My goodness, this is pigmented. It's massively pigmented. It's really hard for me when using this to get just a tiny amount on the brush, because too much, and you know, you're just wasting it. There's too much. And I love the colour. It's very, very thin, but I've noticed a couple of eyeshadows come off this primer. So like, I'll put the primer on my lid, put the eyeshadow on, my lid colour, then go and do the outer corner colour. And the first time it happened was with Melt Cosmetics, which I've got on just now. The Melt Cosmetics Rust palette is what I've got on. And I used that yellow colour over my eyes. I put my outer colour corner in, and I was noticing as I was doing it, it was actually buffing off the eyeshadow in the middle, and I've never had that happen before. So I tried the same look with a different primer, and it didn't happen. So it's partly the eyeshadow's fault, you could say, but this primer just made it worse. I haven't noticed that with any other eyeshadows though, so I suppose it's not a fail in that respect, but I just did want to talk about it. And actually, this would be quite a nice, just a colour to put on your lids if you just want to disguise anything, because it's really, really pigmented. I just need to remember, if I'm using the Melt Cosmetics one, to not use this primer. So actually, it probably shouldn't be in here, because I'm not gonna, it's not empty, and it's not a fail in that I'm never gonna use it again. It's just a fail with certain eyeshadows. Okay, that is everything for my empties. Okay, let me tell you what I've got on my face. I've got on the Kiko Insta Moisture Foundation in WB15. I love this foundation, really, really love it. I would like to get it in a different colour. I might even get the lighter one. The colours, I don't love the colours of Kiko foundations, but this is the first foundation that I have loved this much from Kiko. Melt Cosmetics Rust palette on my eyes. Blush is the Hourglass Radiant Magenta. Lips is Colourpop Liquid Lipstick in Awakening. That's everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.